Hello and welcome to this special presentation of the 2024 September State of Play. I've been waiting so long for this. Now, another thing I do want to mention is that at this time, I don't have a PlayStation 5, and I am aware that the PlayStation 5 Pro is going to be released far into the future, but I think it's too expensive. Setting all that aside, I'm going in with low expectations. I'm not expecting anything huge. I've been seeing a lot of rumors around in the Twitter sphere and so on. Whatever is rumored may or may not be true, and I just want to be surprised. That being said, I would not be surprised if there's any announcements for Horizon, because apparently they're going to have that remastered, even though it's unnecessary, and you could easily play the game on your PlayStation 5 and the PC port exists. And then there's people talking about Days Gone. I don't have the PC port yet, but even that too has already been released. All right, here we go. Let's see where this goes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booyah! Hey, look, it's Astrobot, or Astro if you like to call it. I have one of these games, or a few, but I don't have the VR headset to play one of them, or a PlayStation 5 to play the actual Astrobot game. Hopefully it'll be on PC someday. Oh, so we're doing a whole advertisement for Astrobot. Okay, alrighty then. Well, in that case, I'm glad that it's getting positive reviews. This must be new content, because I didn't see this in the original advertisement when they shared this. Well, I guess it'll count for the people that already have the game, because, again, I can't play this at the moment. But someday, hopefully if it gets released on PC, more people will be able to enjoy the finer pleasures of it, because at the moment, the only people who can do that are the ones that can play it exclusively on the PlayStation 5 console. You see, the Astrobot games that I have, at least for the most part, are the Playroom stuff and the VR Astrobot game that was released. Now again, the only reason why I can't play it is because I don't have a VR headset. Maybe someday I'll get one and then I can play it on the PS4.
Hi everyone, I'm Nicholas Doucet, the studio head at Team Asobi.
Welcome back!
With reception to Astrobot and to see how much joy Astro is bringing to homes all around the world. On behalf of Team Asobi, thank you so much. Now, we still have a few surprises up our sleeves. Today's trailer was a sneak peek at the DLC we'll release later this year at no additional cost.
Good.
But for now, let's enjoy the state of play.
Okay, so what's planned for the state of play? What's next?
Listen to me.
Okay, I'm listening.
If you're intending to walk the midnight walk, you better be sure to keep your spark safe and burning.
Okay, what is this? This is the first time I've seen this.
I was in the black. I had a dream. There was a monster in the woods. And on you go, like a moth.
This seems like something that Tim Burton would have made. Okay, VR2 compatible. I'm not going to be able to play that without a VR2 headset. Yeah, this definitely is something that Tim Burton probably would have turned into a movie. I mean, there's not much I can say about this, aside the fact that it looks like something he probably would have done, and the visuals look nice. PS5 and PSVR2. What a combination.
You charming little wanderer. Where are you off to now?
Probably to survive somewhere.
The burnt one and a small flame took a wander down the midnight walk.
Okay, that seems like something I would like to play someday, possibly on PC, but I'm in no rush to do anything about it right now, since I don't have neither the PS5 console or the VR2 PS5 headset. That was cool.
I don't remember when it happened, but I remember how I felt.
Alright.
Father told us to hide when they came to our house. They took him away. Mother said I couldn't play outside anymore. Everyone had fled.
They died too.
But we would be okay.
Well, it doesn't look like anything's okay.
Always said monsters didn't exist. I thought they lived under my bed.
They don't, obviously.
They lived inside our head.
Oh. Okay, well that's one hell of a way to start the trailer. I wonder if this is going to be another one of those games that are going to be compared to Dark Souls, because from what I can see, there's that typical third-person angle where somebody's about to attack an enemy, and then they're doing this. I hope this is not another Soulsborne type game. But then again, there's so many of them. Hell, is that the name of the game? Oh, okay. Tagline. Okay, who is this? Okay, so it is Hell Is Us. You know, I kind of figured there was something off about how they were naming it. All right, another exclusive to PS5 I'm not going to be able to play until it's on PC.
My story is a tale of rules rewritten by nuclear fire.
There's two of these games I have already.
Oh, hey, Serdar.
Yeah, I've got both of these games on console and PC.
She's in no state to be wandering out in the metro alone. I need to go after her.
Yeah, I'll have to do a marathon of these games in the future, though.
It's some sort of ritual. Please, just let Yana be alright. What is that? I keep hearing other voices on the radio.
Of course. I'm surprised they didn't release this before in VR.
Is that you? I'm seeing things.
Of course you're going to be seeing things with all that mess out there.
Sometimes we need to become the thing we fear.
Become the monster to defeat the monsters. Yeah, that's right. Metro Awakening. Well, not going to be able to play that yet. Who knows?
So, how did it feel to learn the truth about the night sky tragedy?
I don't know. I'm unfamiliar with it.
Ago, You humans slaughtered each other until the whole world lay in ruins. And yet, you have been granted another chance in Auroria. It must be the will of your beloved mother goddess.
And who could that be?
However, I still have no trust in your kind.
That's a very bold thing to say. Well, here we go. Another one of those games, or at least from what I'm assuming this is going to be like. I've been seeing a lot of games with a similar format being Soulsborne, but I don't want to immediately jump to conclusion because it could be more than that. But from what I can see, with these goddamn interactions with the enemies and the boss fights, all the same shit. Wait a minute, does that say wait, what? Multiplayer? The hell are they talking about multiplayer? This looks like a single player experience.
If you survive this trial,
Okay, what happens?
perhaps you might become one of us.
Interesting. Alrighty then. I wonder if it's going to be released on PC, because that's the only way I'll be doing free multiplayer. Ah, Pal World. I actually do have my own first copy of this on Xbox, but I have not played it yet. I might do it in a future stream. Who knows? Maybe. But for now, I want to have it sitting there. And I also know that Nintendo is on the course of suing the creators of this game. I mean, it's been obvious that there might be some similarities to Pokemon, but this is the type of game that Nintendo is afraid to make and potentially would never make, no matter how crazy it is. They would never make a video game where you play as cuddly characters that go around doing things like this, let alone a Pokemon game. And personally, I think that Pokemon honestly overstayed its welcome after all that stuff that happened over the years since the first movie. I think it should have stopped with Ash becoming the very best Pokemon trainer and ending it there.
Thanks to Pocket Pair.
Oh, look who it is. She's back.
An incredible open-world survival game that's launching today on the PlayStation 5 console. We have a few more games with breaking news today, starting with the return of 2 beloved RPGs from the original PlayStation.
Really? Oh, that's a surprise. I thought it was going to be Legends of the Dragoon or something. I mean, maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe eventually that game will get remastered or remade.
Lunar, the Silver Star Story Complete, and Lunar 2, Eternal Blue Complete, with updated visuals, widescreen mode, and more.
I never played these games, unfortunately. I mean, I'm familiar with their existence, but there's so many games I never had the opportunity to get into because I was so sidetracked with other ones. But it's nice to know that these are being remastered. Oh, good to know. Glad they're not just exclusive to PS5.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I don't have this collection yet. Maybe someday.
The Radical Reptiles DLC, which adds Mondo Gecko and Mona Lisa as playable characters.
Really? That's bold.
For no extra cost, a remixed in-game soundtrack featuring some amazing guest composers.
Oh.
Both of these updates arrive later today.
That's quite a surprise. Finally, a female Ninja Turtle. Oh, look who it is. It's Shadow. Wait, did they seriously just recreate what we see in the motion picture of Sonic the Hedgehog 3? What is this?
Taking on another form?
I'm just gonna be honest, Keanu Reeves shouldn't be Shadow the Hedgehog.
Reeves is joining Sonic X Shadow Generation as part of the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog.
Seriously? They recreated this whole thing from the movie? Seriously? They are seriously promoting this as if the movie is going to be awesome. Yeah, it'll probably make a lot of money, but that doesn't mean that the quality is gonna be amazing. Alright, what's this? I don't recognize this. What is this?
Hello, State of Play. I'm Sakaguchi, producer of Fantasia Neo Dimension.
Alrighty then. Well, hopefully we'll be able to check it out on other consoles, such as the PS4 and potentially PC. Ugh, I can already see where this is gonna go wrong, and other people have noticed too. You know, the initial advertisements for this was one thing, but after a while, it started to become clear that the people behind this particular Dragon Age game actually don't care about what it used to be. I feel like if I just talk through this, it's not gonna make much of a difference. Oh god, who are we starting off with? Whose avatar is this? Of course they're gonna start with these avatars. Yeah, the whole game feels like a death trap for the fans. So you're gonna draw the dragon out by just standing there, out in the open, knowing that it's probably gonna come from the underground. Wouldn't it be wiser to just have a lot of distance and have one person find a way to bring it out? Yeah, half of these people might die. Oh, so that's the mating call. Okay, never mind having a donkey there. Just blow on that. All right. Really, you're just gonna stand right there? What if the thing just bursts out with fire? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's dumb. What if somebody would have immediately got killed by standing there? See? More people are dying. Oh, we're already getting straight to the point. This is a whole boss fight. But seriously, I wonder what was going through the minds of the people who were behind the development of this game. Do they actually understand the true identity of Dragon Age? Do they actually care about the source material? Do they actually care about the franchise? Because based on the information that's been provided, not just by them, but plenty of other people who have been spectating everything, this doesn't feel like an authentic Dragon Age game in terms of what it used to be. I understand that franchises have to have installments that evolve, but something about this one just feels very different. And I'm not just talking about the fact that they're blatantly trying to, you know, pander to a particular demographic, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm not entirely biased about these things, seeing that I am familiar with these RPGs, but I feel like innovation goes a long way, and you can only do something for so long until more people catch on to the act and realize that maybe it's not so special when you get to that certain point. Maybe it's overstayed its welcome. Maybe there needs to be more to it than just trying to go for the easy things, like fitting a certain criteria that is going to be completely unnecessary later. We've seen that mistake. It might not sound like much. It may sound like it's disjointed, but when you catch on and put everything together, it makes sense. Like, I'm not knowing anything about the story right now. They're not telling us anything about the story. We're just seeing a whole movie scene of them fighting a dragon, or what appears to be a dragon. This is a nice cinematic, but I would like to know more about the story. I don't want to know just what happens to everybody. Like, we don't know the main protagonist, even though for the most part, you're creating your own character. Like, I feel like I'm watching an animated movie, not getting a lot of details about the story. Nothing new, but, you know, you'd expect more out of a Dragon Age advertisement. I'm not pre-ordering this game, even if there's a lot of sex and nudity.
First time in Bright Falls.
Okay, what's this? Alan Wake, it has to be. Or rather, I'd say Control, because, you know, he's been talking about that way too much.
Any clue what was waiting for us in there?
Yep, it's Control, and I actually do have the first game. I'll do a whole Let's Play of that in the future. Alright, so obviously this is a continuation of the first Control, and there were hints that Control was going to return because Sam Lake never stopped fucking talking about it, and the fact that the main protagonist of this made a cameo appearance being playable in one of the recent DLCs for Alan Wake 2. Oh, this is Alan Wake 2. Oh, okay then. Well, that answers my question. I can't play this either because I don't have it on PC or PS5 or Xbox Series. What the hell is this? What is this, Hitman? Is this Hitman in VR? Yeah, this has to be. And what's interesting about this is that I actually do have most of the Hitman entries with the exception of the full product of the recent whole Hitman experience that they did as a reboot. But I am interested with the idea of playing in VR, but I think it would be nice if it wasn't exclusive to one particular console, because there's a lot that could be done with this. And honestly, I don't think that Hitman should be a live service. I honestly think that it's a stupid idea, because that's just making it more difficult for other people to be able to experience it. Right. As I thought. I can't play it without a VR headset, so... Or PS5, but whatever. It needs to come to PC. Legacy of Kain. I hope the original entries that were released on PC gets updated, or, you know, we get these versions for free, because I already have this. I did not play the Legacy of Kain games. I kept them in preparation for a Let's Play, but I would prefer having the remastered ports, because they had already showed this on the PlayStation website. It's been long enough. About time these got remastered. I mean, this is a part of Amy Hennig's work. Now, the question is it just going to be the first two games, or are they going to continue this? Because there's been more people wanting to see the Legacy of Kain games returning, and also possibly being continued, because it's been a long time. But who knows? Nice to know these are back, though. Took long enough. No, I'm not pre-ordering this. I just really hope that it's given to previous owners for free.
Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered arrives December 10th, celebrating the 25th anniversary of the first game's release.
That's been a long time.
Games from the original PlayStation era also inspired Fear the Spotlight from Blumhouse Games. Brings atmospheric polygonal scares to PS5 and PS4 on October 22nd.
Even with bad controls and fixed camera angles? Because if we're really being honest, some of the games that were released on PlayStation had bad optimization, or rather I say they were badly programmed because of their controls and the frame rate.
Return to our ancestral land.
Alright, what is this?
Build villages and nurture vast ecosystems in Towers of Agaz.
Well, that seems very creative, but it seems like it's a combination of what Stardew Valley is and so much more.
And also allows you to invite other players to visit your island.
More goddamn multiplayer.
Towers of Agazba launches into early access.
Early access? Fuck that. No. No.
Epic Games brings a split-screen mode to LEGO Fortnite this October.
Oh, interesting. I haven't even started that yet. I played Fortnite many times, but I've never actually done the whole split-screen thing, let alone starting the LEGO stuff.
And in other Fortnite news, the new Fortnite Limited Edition DualSense wireless controller arrives later this year, with pre-orders starting October 3rd.
They've had plenty of time to do this.
Visit PlayStation blog for more details.
Oh look, it's animated stuff. I do remember seeing the original trailer and making commentary about it, but I have to still be honest, I haven't started any of these games at all. Well, that's a lot of people to go through, you know? Got a full war zone going on here, and that's a lot of people that have to be executed in order for you to survive. I mean, this game does seem very challenging and fun, at least to the people that enjoy that kind of thing, but again, this isn't probably going to make sense to anybody unless they're already familiar with the series. That being said, this is an origin story, so I don't think that it's going to be very difficult for some people that are trying trying to get into it for the first time. But for somebody like me, this would probably be the first one I'd have to play. Like, if it's an origin story, then it should be, like, before the first installment, right? Before the other ones, you know, in context. That would be very helpful, especially since I have never experienced any of these at all. But I've been following this series, which is the crazy part. I never had one installment owned and played, but I've been following this series for a long time. I guess we'll see what happens. I'm only going to be able to play it on PC, though, not PS5. All right, what's next? Oh, wonderful. Monster Hunter. I already knew it was Monster Hunter the moment that that character showed up on screen. I can say that Monster Hunter does interest me, but again, I gotta get the other entries.
The guild gave special assignments to some of the other units from the expedition.
This forest is amazing.
Is it really amazing or is it dangerous? Because there's a lot of monsters there.
That's causing the water currents to surge too.
Yeah, what do you think? I don't think that the forest is as awesome as you made it out to be. I don't think I'd find it awesome if I saw that goddamn thing around. I mean, the same thing could be said if a human were to walk in an area with wildlife. Some of them are probably going to see you as a threat even though you're not doing anything wrong. Unless, of course, you've got hunting equipment and you start pointing weapons at them. Yeah, the only way I'm going to be started with my journey with Monster Hunter is only if I start getting the other installments and Capcom decides to actually remaster the originals, because those are on PlayStation 2 and stuff. I mean, I could easily emulate them if I wanted to, but there's a lot of people who have not been able to get into them yet. Or at least I'm assuming that. And what the hell did, like, what did they mean that Dino Crisis has no reason to be made right now because of the popularity of Monster Hunter? I mean, that's not exactly what they said, but that's what you can get based on a conversation that one of the individuals that was interviewed talking about Monster Hunter. Like, seriously? You're telling me that Dino Crisis can't exist in the same timeline as what's happening now with Monster Hunter? They're entirely separate, and I think it would be really stupid for them to continue never going back to Dino Crisis just because of the success of this series. The only reason why Dino Crisis has been held back for so long is because of the third installment being a piece of shit. And as somebody that has previously owned it on the original Xbox, I can tell you, these are completely different franchises, and Dino Crisis could have easily thrived longer if they actually cared about the original story. A lot more than they did with the third one, as well as made other adjustments to the third installment. I also don't feel like there's anything else that they could show me with Monster Hunter Wilds that'll, you know, convince me otherwise to play it. I'm already interested, but I'm gonna wait until it gets on a sale on PC. Oh, okay. Next year. Alrighty then. Who knows? Maybe I'll become a Capcom creator by then. Who knows? Gotta give something to the people who pre-order, even though that shit should... Why does it have to be exclusive to PlayStation? The fuck? That's fucking stupid. Give it to everybody who pre-ordered. PlayStation Studios. There it is, Horizon, except this is the Lego game that they were talking about.
A hunter with a mysterious past. And her...
yeah, I already saw this advertisement. They're going through the same thing all over again. The only thing I have to say about this is that it's interesting.
Like wacky outfits and decorate their village. But wait, there's more. With the digital deluxe edition, you get this exciting blue roller thing.
Are you fucking with me? Seriously?
Stalwart outfit.
Why can't it just be in the main base game? I don't want to fucking pre-order a deluxe edition. What is with this fucking deluxe edition shit? I know it's not a new concept, but goddamn, I'd rather unlock secret content. I don't want to have to pre-order to get all this extra shit.
Oh, I forgot to mention the pre-order.
Fuck that.
Hi everyone, I'm Kristen Zatani. We are so excited for everyone to get their hands on LEGO Horizon Adventures.
No, that's a bold assumption. I'm not fucking getting it right now. What's this? Oh, right.
Horizon Zero Dawn is being remastered for PS5 and PC.
And they changed their face into the one that's in the new installment.
Includes more than 10 hours of re-recorded conversations.
Re-recorded conversations? Motherfucker, the audio was already there. Why the hell did they need to re-record anything? And they definitely didn't need to change her face. But okay, you know there's gonna be people talking about this on the internet, especially on Twitter, X, but understandably so. I'm not fucking pre-ordering this. This should already be available anyway.
We'll be able to upgrade to the new PS5 version for $9.99.
Fuck you. I'm not doing that. No, it should be free. And PC? Okay, so what's gonna happen to the original one? What's gonna happen to the original copy that's already available?
New content is on the way to the action-packed world of Stellar Blade.
Good. I hope it's on PC someday.
Set up the perfect picture with your choice of poses, expressions, and filters.
That's nice. I'm really excited for Stellar Blade to have more content, but I hope it has more exclusive content for the PC port.
Featuring over 180 songs from
Oh, that's good. That's exciting. That's actually exciting more than Horizon. This is stuff that I like. In particular, actually being exciting.
That's not all.
What's this? Oh, a crossover.
Sci-fi worlds collide in the Stellar Blade and Nier Automata collaboration.
Wow.
Later this year.
That was unexpected, but it makes a lot of sense. It's perfect. Hope it's on the PC port for free.
Now let's talk about what's ahead for PlayStation Plus.
Oh god.
First, your monthly games for October are WWE 2K24.
Oh, interesting choices. Doki doki. Okay, whoever chose that was brilliant. Because I actually have that on PC.
Our library of PlayStation classics continues to grow, with 2 more fan favorites from the original PlayStation arriving later this year.
Does it now?
Kane and Capcom's
Dino Crisis. Okay, that's wonderful.
Naughty Dog fans know September 26th is The Last of Us Day, and we're celebrating by adding the critically acclaimed PS5 hit The Last of Us Part 1 to the PlayStation Plus game catalog.
Oh, okay. Nice to know. Although I'm not going to be able to subscribe. Okay, what's this next advertisement? Oh, this is just a fancy logo by Sony. Oh, they're showing a new controller, and I haven't even gotten one of these controllers yet. They're showing off different color palettes and so on. Wonderful. Oh, there's only 3 of them. Okay, alrighty then. I mean, this doesn't really mean a lot to me other than the fact that I could use it on PC, so it's not gonna really be as exciting as it would be if I were to use it for a console. But again, the goddamn PlayStation 5 is too goddamn expensive. It's only their fault for making it too expensive and allowing scalpers to make it even more expensive and hard to find. All they had to do was make it at least $300 and it would have been fine. But then again.
Hi everyone, I'm Mark Cerny. We recently revealed the newest addition to the PlayStation 5 family.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Several games showcasing the superior frame rates and improved graphics that the new console makes possible.
But it's too goddamn expensive.
3 key improvements: an upgraded GPU, advanced ray tracing, and AI-driven upscaling.
That was a very bold choice there.
Closer to realizing their unique vision. We're excited for players to get their hands on PlayStation 5 Pro when it launches this November.
That's a bold assumption to think that so many people are going to be able to get it.
Including a few titles that we're revealing for the very first time.
Really? Okay, go on and share. I'd like to see this. Again, they are boldly assuming that so many people are going to be able to get this damn console. The PlayStation 5 Pro obviously is too expensive, and the games that they are showing that obviously have these improvements, from what can be told, I guess, I don't feel that that's going to be enough. Because there's so much across the board that needs to come to the equation. You're never going to see me go out of my way to spend up to $700 or $800 for a console like this, knowing that they're going to replace it someday with something again. Like, really? How is it benefiting me? In fact, how is it benefiting anybody else that had never had the PlayStation 5 before and getting this version that's not only very expensive, but having certain changes that may not be everything that they have wanted? And there's shit that's sold separately that you have to get. This is digital only. All right, it's captured on PS5. What is it? Ghost of Tsushima 2? It feels like it.
People come north to disappear.
Well, that seems awful if they're just going out there to end up disappearing.
You are hunting, and now every Ronin here is after you.
Seems like I'm correct.
Still think you're the hunter?
Bold words. Uh-oh. I don't know if that's a red herring. Oh, no, he's dead. He's fucking dead. Okay, where's the body? Come on, show us the body if he's dead. Okay. He's fallen over. He's slumped over. Never mind the fact that he, did whatever to his body. We don't see anything falling off, so we'll just say he got impaled. So this is absolutely a sequel to the first game. Yep, this is definitely a sequel to the first game. So I guess this is going to be one of the titles that they're going to be active. They're going to go out of their way to promote for the PlayStation 5 Pro with all these enhancements to get people intrigued. In a way, it makes sense, but still, you could still get the same performance from the regular version. At least that's what I am assuming. Oh, female. Yes, that shouldn't be too surprising. But if we get to play as a female character, hey. I mean, this is something that Assassin's Creed currently wants to be, but failed. Oh, so that's what it's called. That's a creative way of starting a new sequel, and it's coming out next year. That's gonna be one hell of a game. And I have yet to get the first installment. Alrighty then. What's next? Are you fucking kidding me? That's it? That was the last one? I thought there was more. Alright then, that 20 minutes just flew by fast. Well, I guess that's it. My final thoughts about this is that there are certain titles from this presentation that I am a bit intrigued to play, especially the last one that I just saw. But again, some of these aren't going to make a lot of sense out of context, so I have to start from the beginning. I have to play the first games in the franchises, or what becomes a franchise, in order to understand what's going on in the story. And once more, I'm not going to be able to play them on the PlayStation 5 because I don't have the console, which is fine because most of these are being ported to PC, and that allows me to experience them at their fullest potential. Of course, without stupid DRM and other bullshit standing in the way. Now, another thing I do want to mention, again, as I said earlier, is that I don't have a total bias against Sony. I don't think that Sony is a terrible company, but I do think what they've been doing over the course of the last few years or several have been really bad. I think, especially with the fact that there's been so many studios being closed down and so on, that it's been a problem, and it might not do any good for other people. I think that Sony needs to change their business practices from this point on if they want to continue thriving in the gaming market. It doesn't just apply to them, but them in particular. I feel like they've played up so many of their cards all at once. They've been through so many presentations, and I feel at this point that they need to make changes, not just with what they're doing with their games, but how they're dealing with their console. I don't think that the PlayStation 5 Pro is the definitive way of playing at the moment. They're going to replace this with another one in the future. They're going to probably have a Slim and then move on to the PlayStation 6. They're going to eventually move on to the PlayStation 6 because they've already got a patent for other consoles to make in the future. But the question is, how are they going to innovate it more? What hardware are they going to be using to innovate this and make sure that it stays on top of the line? Because I don't want them to just rely on AI. AI is one thing. I don't want them to assume that just because they've got games looking visually superior in some ways through AI or whatever, that's the only way that's going to attract my attention. Now, for the most part, they present their games with cinematic quality. They want you to get that photorealism and stuff. But in order to achieve that, they need to make sure that everything is consistent. Like if I play a game in 4K, I want to have the option between 30 frames and 60 frames. I don't want it to be locked to one. Because if they're going to compete with Xbox, especially seeing that they're way out of Nintendo's league, whichever way you want to see it, because Nintendo has a long way to go, even though for the most part they care about being fun. What they need to do is make sure that their hardware is as consistent as the games that they were trying to have produced for their console. Because whether or not anybody wants to agree, the PC ports will always be superior because they're able to take them to maximum overdrive. There are fan modifications that do everything that they weren't able to do before. Through emulation, they're able to show people how these games could be easily enhanced and more enjoyable than they are in the original hardware. So all I'm hoping for is that Sony gets everything adjusted in due time, because how things are looking with how they're going at this rate, I feel like they're driving themselves off course. It'll probably really backfire on them if they don't do it sooner. But until that happens, if that ever happens, and when that happens, maybe, who knows, because that'll be the day when they actually manage to overcome all of their woes. This was the Venturous Gamer, and I hope you've enjoyed your Venturous experience. No, Sonny! The PS5 Pro is too expensive and missing features!